sports. Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers. The Gators will kick it away to start. And he's going to bring it out. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Tennessee's return team will have that offense backed up. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Dumps it off in the flats. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And this Big Orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
Tackle is made after the 1st down. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Flanagan. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Grabbed behind the line, it's Flanagan.
Yeah, and you see they keep creeping the running backs out in the flat right there. He slips them out to the right, gets them the football quickly. But this defense, man, I tell you what, you talk about speed, seeing things, reacting, and going and getting them on the ground. Really nice job.
Get it out on the screen. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This crowd knows when to bring it. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Pushing ahead, a tough run, picks up 4, it's down at the 15. 3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Trying to get to it. And the Vols get enough for the 1st down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
To the ground with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tennessee!
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Florida's offense will get the ball for the first time. This is just a great... on the outside and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, two alphas, two guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
The give from the gun. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. And you know the offense was watching film, and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not working right now. They've already given up a sack here early in the game.
He makes the connection, and he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. To the air, it's Lagway. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Florida. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything's working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They'll give it to the back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Oh, there's the ball. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see some of the offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Second down coming up. Looking for a man. It's Glagway. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
A 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on fourth down. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Gators are in the red zone. Looking to go up top on first down. Flips it out in the flat. Got enough space. And he motors into the end. Touchdown, Florida! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll put the tight end in motion. Quick strike complete. They get him down after he makes the catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Vols get enough to move the chains.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. He's going to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to run it. Across the 25, he's got room. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Keeps looking downfield. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now.
He's got it down the left. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete to the right. At the 35, he's loose. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's got it. And fired the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Splits the uprights, it's good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
Just about set
for 17.
Kickoff.
Set to hands on the football.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. He's got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He wants to throw it again. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. The Gators have their offense in high gear. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The give to the back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Inside the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Run in the red zone, it's Daniels. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Gators line it up with a first and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. A run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Gators! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Trying to pound it in. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Cooper. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
On 3rd down, going up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. And a Aid opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Right back to the well. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill. He uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Fast motion from the offense. From the gun, the ground game. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right back to him on the ground. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Inside the 25. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Florida! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Complete in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Reads it, fires complete. And down after a terrific pickup.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Back to the air one more time. Working the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on 1st down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to blow up. Nice job on first down stopping. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Vols are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Florida.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Also 4 on the play. 3rd down coming up.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Gets open down the middle. Still running at the 40. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
On the move. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up.
Is incomplete.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He's going to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Makes the grab down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll try to get the first through the air. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Florida.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out, execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.